Pre-splurging today for the pipe. Not your typical serial killer, detached, remorseless.
Good morning.
Wow, look at the clock, time's up.
He's young, he's vain, he's dangerous. Shh, whose country are we in? Player rent on digital now.
Hey, where'd you go? 3 South.
I got the walk around done, put it down, and get some more songs. I went down to 250, and going through town over to AutoZone.
The only thing I know to do, we're gonna have to dump it and try to get that out or off the screen. It's
Good morning. Today is January the 13th. I forget to look at the stupid time. Sorry about that. I think it's maybe I could ask Alexa what time it is. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 3:09 a.m.
3:09 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Alexa, what's the temperature outside?
Right now, it's 26 degrees Fahrenheit. Today, expect a high of 32 degrees.
It's 26 degrees outside. Boo, it's cold. Well, I'm in southern Indiana, county of Clark. I'm about 16 or 19 miles north of Louisville, Kentucky. If you follow I-65. So, and NDOT, State of Indiana highway trucks, is out there putting salt down, clean some of the roads. It's been snowing off and on, so it's slick in some spots. But can I get out? Yes. I watched a whole lot of videos last night. So, it's cold outside. So, you be careful if you live this part of Indiana.
Starting to get snow covered, so I'm plowing and treating again.
And the road temperature is about 16 degrees. That's what the road trucks here, NDOT tells the road temperature. So I'm letting you know how it is. But would I be out showing you what the roads look like? I'm full, a crazy person, but no, I don't have to go nowhere. So if it tells you anything, I'm not going to go out and be a fool.
I spoke too soon. If you want, get on 65, and I'll go jump in a plow truck, and I'll take care of this. That way we can focus on the interstate.
So,
I'm out of salt. I'm going to have to go back to the unit. Copy that. Yeah, just head back to 65, and I'll help Derek out with this. 5, turn it over to Neil. $275, 118. Keep texting myself whenever you change no orders. Jordan Anderson, you got a copy? I'm gonna head on that Seymour and see if I can get the loader out of Salt. But 31 from Uniontown to Seymour looks pretty good. I mean, there's not a bit of snow on it or nothing, so you may go ahead and treat it when I fill up there, or? Yeah, go ahead. It's starting to snow on the west end of everything, so by the time you get there, it'll probably be covered. Key for the second one is in the brine room in the desk. Showing entry front door. The key holder's on site. She's locked herself in a bedroom. Key advised her TX in there. She's requesting a phone call when you're arriving. Good, dump all cleaned out.
So I'm just letting you know it's slick in some spots. So if you up around Bakersfield, and you know, if you want to listen to a YouTube channel, and maybe you don't live in Bakersfield anymore, you can go to Bakersfield Scanner, or KCS, Kern County Scanners. Well, I do probably a short one. I'm still asking for that laptop because I want to do live stream on my laptop. That way, if I take any pictures with my cell phone, I can show you through my laptop. I just woke up. I dream about a girl like she's my girlfriend, but I ain't got one.
12, 18.
This is, telling you something about me. I was raised in a Mason family. My dad was a member of Lodge 226.
16, 36, signal 37.
So that lets you know something. And Mom was a grand organist for Eastern Star. Dad held a job at Mason's 226. He was the secretary and treasurer up until the day he died. So you know how I was like, he made me go to church every Sunday, which I loved it. I still love it, but I don't go every Sunday. I watch it on TV. You still can believe in God, and you can watch it on TV.
All units, be on the lookout for shootings.
Here's a complaint.
2007 Blue Honda
like on Friday, I go to Charlestown, pick my U.S. mail off of my post office box. Here's my complaint. They got employees. And you can park it, like me or you, we can park in front of the post office. But when you see maybe one empty spot, you go in and wonder where the people is. That is an employee parking there. So I guess next Friday when I go, it'll probably be time for medicine. And I don't have my freestyle liberal 2 sensor on, because it was going bananas. You keep hearing that beep, 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 beep. They told me to take it off. Going to ship me one overnight. I got a text. It says Monday. FedEx will not, it's a holiday. It's supposed to be here today. Because it's up in Indianapolis, Indiana. So it should be here today. But on the weather, it's no telling. Let's see if FedEx will get it right. I'm using this for a figure of speech. I live, just say, number 1 X Road West. Well, there's 2 number 1s on X Road, but there's not. That's not even my address. So if the FedEx been here before, like UPS been here, it's programmed into the computer. They know exactly, my name and addresses, so they shouldn't have anything, they should have it in the computer. But since this is 2024, I don't know how that computer system works. Welcome that one person. God bless you. So, if you're in my part of Indiana, maybe Ohio, I don't know if Ohio got any snow or not, but we just got a dust, is what it looks like when I peeped out the window, where I got my cat box, not cat box, the igloo with straw. I got a blanket, old blankets all tore up with straw in there, and a light. I bought a heat lamp bulb because the one I had for my chickens was red. And I went to Ace Hardware, I guess it was December. They had a clear one. It didn't even last a month before that went out. That's okay. What's $5, $8, what the heat lamp costs with the red thing on it? That's okay. Everything's up to God. If He wants me to have it, I get it. As you see, one girl sent that mount to my post office box. There was no name on it except mine. Came from Amazon. So thank you whoever done that. God bless you. If you want me to do live stream in my car during the daylight, I need gasoline. I'm on a fixed income. So I need guest cards, or you can send a money order and put a note in it and say that's for gasoline. If you send what the limit is on a post office money order, which that's easy, the bank go ahead and put it into account. But if you send, say, if it's $500 limit, which I don't know what the limit, you said open up your savings account, that'd be your escrow account. So that'd be one thing, how to get a new gaming computer. It needs to have HDR, high definition resolution. And I guess plenty of RAM, memory, whatever you call it, and a hard drive. I guess I could buy a 1 gigabyte, big hard drive where you can plug into it, which you used to be able to buy. I guess you still can. Another thing I like to know, can you buy a graphics card like a hard drive and plug it in and use that? I don't know nothing about computers. I'm 70 plus years old, so I don't know. If I said, will you take a Mac computer, I probably would. I got an iPhone. I know a little bit about Macs. And it's hard to get virus for Mac computers, but I leave it up to you and God. So that's one thing I'm looking at, but I need something that got an HDR graphics card, good one. Ask your friends if you can afford it, and they could tell you. Somebody email me, whatever, or leave it in the comment or something, so you need what they call a gaming computer. So you could do that through Amazon. And that go to my post office box. I got a bigger box out there in the lobby you can put it in, or maybe or they can set it there for general delivery, I guess, and put a thing in my mailbox that I have something to pick up. I guess they do if that won't fit in the box. I think it will fit in that bigger box in the lobby. I think it may be 14 by something. I think it's 14 inches tall, give or take a little, because I don't know how to take me. Good morning, the number 2 person that's in the chat. Who is this? God bless you today. It's about 26 degrees outside. What NDOT said, that's state highway crews. They said road temperature is 14. They've been out all night spreading salt on the overpasses and the highways around me. Up 50-mile marker, that's Seymour. They've been busy up there. And up around Madison, Indiana. And to the west, they've been busy. Good morning, whoever you are. God bless you. And I know you just left the unit, I believe. Wildcat, I'm not a climbing post. You always got your claws out, and they like needles. You hurt Daddy. Can you please get off of there, baby? Be like Sock. Get over next to Sock. He's number one. You're number two, female cat. Margaret's number one. So you got to teach the babies how to mind. She jumped that. Like I said, my babies is like my children. I do get on them. I got a tarp up on the outside. I should have on the inside of my post on the porch. I should have put it on the outside, to help out. I think in the summertime, I buy some of that clear plastic. That way I could be ready for wintertime in 2025. So, as you know, I've been having problems with my Freestyle Liberal 2 sensor. And some of my videos you seen when I was trying to live stream before I got that cell phone holder yesterday. God bless you, whoever you are that sent it. I got it, I put it up. I started setting it up. Well, first you had to put it together. You had to unscrew it thing, put it over the little ball there, and put it on there, and tighten it up, and set it right. I got a suction cup. I have it in my car. And I don't know if some of you don't like when I live stream. But some areas, I don't know if it's all over the United States, but here in Indiana and Kentucky, you got 988 if you're suicidal. If you want to talk, I listen to you. But make sure everything's PG. No foul language. Sometimes, if I go outside and my babies come running in, you see my babies. And I love cats. I guess you could call me Cat Man. That'd be good for a good YouTube channel, Cat Man. I never thought of that. But it's okay for not thinking of it. They used to call my sister Cat Lady because she's worse than I was. But I live out in the country. About 16 to 19 miles north of Louisville, Kentucky, on, by I-65. So, when I called Freestyle Liberal 2 yesterday, they sent me a new sensor. But I've been using these Freestyle Liberals sensor 4 months, maybe 5 to a month. They last for 14 days. This is the first one that went like it was crazy. It kept going off. I clicked on it, checked my arm. It shows low. Then I checked my finger, where you stick your finger, and it shows in the 90s. So there's something, wrong there. So I don't know. So they told me as soon as I hang up the phone to take it off. I took it off. When I took a bath last night, I got my razor blade out and make sure it's all shaved off because I look like a hairy gorilla. There's my chest. That shows you I'm like a hairy gorilla. My son is sleeping because he gets disability, but he's still waiting on his first check. his lawyer got his paid. He called his lawyer, I think it was last week, and he checked into it. I don't know what the holdup is. If you owe the government anything, they want their money now, not months later. So, I put some money in his account to pay for his internet and cell phone bill. Will I get it back when he gets his back pay? Yes. He's a good son. So when he was working, he would put gas in my vehicle. If I have to take him, if his Jeep was to break down. It's about a 98 Jeep. It needs an alternator. It needs a new belt. So, that tells you. He needs a new battery. And he needs his heater fixed. This type of weather, you freeze to death. It's supposed to have a new thermostat when this other mechanic put it in. But you do get bad thermostats. We're supposed to have Arctic storm weather, which last year it got down in the single digits. It does work my heat pump. I'm glad I got a heat pump, but it's set on automatic, so if it gets down real cold, the second heat source will kick in. I don't know that much about heat pumps. Excuse me. My new glasses and my son's glasses will have, should be in next week. That'll be a live stream. So, I got regular glasses, but he want that scratch guard, whatever you call it, on there. Mine is bifocals or triple focus. I forget what it was. He want that gray thing or tinted one, that's about $400 I ain't got. But if you want me to have sunglasses, you can send me a donation. I can go back and get it and have sunglasses that I can use, because snow, it blinds me. That snow will blind me out there. So, I'm trying to be careful. And so whoever it was didn't stay on long. Sorry, I don't have the right content. If you want to make donations to other people, like wounded warriors, the veterans, I know you heard of them on your local TV station in your area. Another one, which Danny Thomas, you know who he is. He started St. Jude's. You can donate to them. Or there's another one on your local TV station, which is the Shriners, where they help children out. You've seen some of it. To me, that's sad. So, you can donate to those people in your name. That's a tax write-off. I believe a laptop could be a tax write-off. That's where you got to ask your tax people. So there's at least one person watching, but there's nothing in the comments. And you said, why would I say buy Pepsi Zero when they're not a sponsor? I got diabetes. This is, about my life
Is it on
in
the
the country, a city boy who been in the city of Charlestown over 60 years.
28, they're unsure.
I had to move because that crooked mayor that they had at the time, which is Bob Hall. And you can look at past radio, TV stations like WHAS, WLKY, WABE TV, or WDRB TV, and it was on there. They condemned those homes because he didn't want low-income people living there. He want people over $100,000 or over $65,000 live there. They got a school, but I started going to Jonathan Jennings New School in the 6th grade. I went to the old Jonathan Jennings, which was on the Charlestown City Square. It had a basement. If you play basketball, when you go up to shoot the basket, you would hit the wall, you know. That was a problem that you had in the school. We had, I guess you call it steam heat. You had a boiler. You had them old iron heaters where you had a knob up there. You can turn or bring your heat up or turn it. So, you know, that's something you can look at.
2212, I'm just one further.
So, you know, you can look at it. Today is Saturday, January the 13th of 2024. It's about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Could I get out and drive like tonight? Well, since I live out in the country, every place is dark until you get in something like Scottsboro, you know, Austin. I don't know. I don't know what the light system is going on. So,
the one just north to it, with the shed in between. How big about is vacant?
So, you know, that's the hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. Go ahead and hit the bell and hit it again. Get all notifications. Make your comments. I know you all don't probably like what I'm doing, but you know, I need help. I just started this YouTube channel back before Christmas. I'm 70 plus years old. I have sugar diabetes. I have 4 heart attacks. I got high blood pressure. I'm just being honest with you to let you know some of my problems. I'm a city boy, learn to be a country boy. So, if it tells you anything. Let's see if I can show you a cat lighting up there by my TV. There's Wildcat, there's Kathy, and it's Nancy. There's Alex, there's Blackie, Margaret's in the cat box. There's Margaret's baby, Alex. There's Fox, the #1 tomcat, who been fixed. So that's the cat that's in my bedroom. Out there in the living room and kitchen, you got John Wayne. He's a yellow tomcat. You got his brother, Tiger. You got Rooster. You got Timothy McGee. Yeah, I said Timothy McGee. You'd say I watch NCIS, so that tells you. And would say, why would you name a cat Rooster? You seen my baby cats outside, 2 little black ones and a little gray one. Rooster was about that little. He was raised by 3 roosters. What the rooster feed him, I don't know, but he was raised by roosters. I'll walk over some chicken feed to feed them. They wouldn't leave that tree. They know I dumped food out, so I walk over there.
It's not too bad,
They keep making go,
but not much.
and they kept looking up. I look up. The tree's probably 40, 50 feet tall. It might be taller than that. I don't know, but I looked up, and all at once I heard something go, meow, meow. I said, what, baby kitty cat? And I guess Rooster backed down the tree. He came over, I patted him, then them roosters came over, make sure I wasn't hurting their babies. They was good roosters. One of them got ran over. No, one of them got killed probably by a fox or something. The second one got ran over by a car because people in the country don't pay attention. It broke its chicken leg. So there's a cage there at that empty lot. It's owned by somebody. He's not renting it out. He's what they call a slum landlord. I ain't mentioning because he don't keep his property updated. If he would, he'd clean it up. I go over with my riding lawnmower and cut the grass, make it look nice. I cut probably 15, 20 feet close to the field where you can walk, where the kitty cats can walk over there, because he plants soybeans. And he got a back 40, then next to it, he got another back 40, which this year he planted corn. But I asked that guy, I said, instead of putting your liquid fertilizer and killing the grass, why can't you rent it out, let them bale it or round bale it for hay and straw? He doesn't need the money. But he could bale it, then I could get one bale of straw. I can use, I showed you a picture of my chicken coop. That's not good. The one you can buy at probably Lowe's or Orchland, which it's not called Orchland now. It was sold out, I think, last year, They got chicken coops. You can buy a chicken coop, and you can buy this plan where you can buy a chicken coop with the best wire on it, because them raccoons, they're strong. So, but I need some 2x4s where I can make me a box on the outside and close it and put up walls in each of those boxes, or maybe make it a 4-box there, and then on the other side make some more and have a place for the rooster to get up. But put up a tube before where he can get up on it and roost with the other chickens. But if you live out in the country, you got to check with your local laws, city laws, ordinance, or whatever it is. Can you have chickens? You can't have farm animals. Some places you can. You can have chickens, but you can't have a rooster. I miss my rooster. 5 o'clock in the morning, you could hear him crowing. So that's about 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. I keep telling him, Harry, don't crow till 6 or 7 o'clock. I don't need to hear it. When I go out to leave, he crows like he's telling me goodbye. And, I give them their chicken food in the morning. Make sure they got plenty of water. And when I go to the store in the summertime, if some people who raise chickens for eggs, they love fruit like watermelon, cantaloupe, grapes, apples, stuff like that. That's what's in the, they love it. The eggs you buy in the grocery store, you don't know what you're getting into. I'll tell you about a Kubota with a bucket with a quick connect on the front of it and a backhoe. I'll show you a video of the outside of my house and the creek, which it stopped raining, but I show you, it'll probably be summertime where it rains real hard, but it floods by west side of my house. It floods out there where my leather lines is. If you know something about septic tanks, you know what leather lines is. But I put the blame on the state of Indiana. You can find out when they built I-65, I think maybe the 60s. This property, when I've been told when I found out, it didn't have a creek in it, so you got to drain the water off of any interstate roads. So they built the drain line, then a little creek that runs into the creek. So they built the creek. Would you all agree with me that that's the state of Indiana's doings? Since they built the creek and it falls under DNR. I think every state has a DNR. That's your game wardens and stuff like that. So we had a state forestry in Clark County. We got a couple of them in Clark County, but this one they call it Henryville Forestry. They had inmates there, which it wasn't fenced in. They take them out as the chain gang, pick up trash along the county highways, interstate, weed eating, stuff like that. They closed that down. They went to other Indiana prisons. Up in Madison, they had, I call it a crazy place, a mental hospital. They turned that into women's prison, but it's all fenced in. So that means the women up in Madison, Indiana, I said, it's probably a woman's chain gang. But I don't know. I don't go to Madison. Sorry I ain't got my teeth in, so I guess I can go back and have them remake them, because my mom and my no good a-hole brother, They can put their teeth in, don't have to use that glue and put on it like I do. But I waited over 6 months before I went and had my teeth made, where you all knows when you pull your teeth, you're going to have swelling. And I've been told by other people, you have to wait months before you go back and have your teeth fixed. You got to get all the swelling done. That's how come I waited 6 months to go back to get my teeth. But it still didn't fit tight like it's supposed to. I probably could go back and have them resize it or whatever, but like a dummy person I am, no. I still got one person in there, but there's no comments. Whoever you are, God bless you. Thank the lady that works at Verizon Works. That's in Clarksville, Indiana. You saw that. After I got out of the eye doctor, show me what's in my price range to get. Then my son picks his out. But he doesn't have to have bifocal, so puts his glasses on and she marked him, she's cute. I say she's married, she got rings on the finger, but, I don't know. I don't know if she got any kids, but she's cute for her. I say she's probably in her 20s. So God bless you, sweetheart. Thanks for being polite there. Vision Works, you got a good girl. They polite. I've seen some that, they're there to just make money. They don't really care. Any place you go, there's people like that. So that's one thing that thank her for. She didn't have watermelons. She had maybe golf balls or apples, which, if you know what I'm talking about, women that got watermelons like Dog Bounty Hunter. You see how big her watermelons are. She got back problems. People say, you're a doctor. No, I'm not a doctor. I had ex-wives that had watermelons, and they always complain their back's hurting. They're top heavy. But if you have golf balls or eggs, that's okay. I know it's your body, but I'm proud of you having golf ball size top half. So I might be too old to play in the cat house or the smokehouse, but you never know until you try. Do I want more kids at my age? I would say probably no, but it does happen. Because when children gets in school, you go there to be with your children at a class function, or open house, or meet the teacher. Everybody says, is that your grandpa? I couldn't put my kids through that. Well, I've worked since I was 12 years old, cut grass in the cemetery, gas station, a few tow trucks company, go along with them, help them out, learn the trade, learn a little bit about mechanics. Back in those days, you had points in a condenser, that put spark plugs in. I learned how to put brakes on, but I take the tires off, everything off, take one side off at a time. That way I can remember by by going over and look at the other side. And the cars they got now got disc brakes on them. And since I got a 2011, could I put them on there? Maybe. Because some of these new cars got sensors on their brakes. So I don't know nothing about sensors on these new cars. You know, that's why I like to have like a 60. I've seen some an RD on the scene the other day. I think it was on his or somebody in Bakerfield that I watched. I saw a 63 Chevy Impala. It was white, just like mine. I could change the brakes, spark plugs, distributor cap, the rotary button, points, and condenser. You didn't have all that computerized stuff on your car like you do today. And those computers on your car can be hacked. I like vehicles that have standard transmission. They do get better gas mileage. They do save you on your brakes. When you go to slow down, you can downshift it to help slow you down. It can save your brakes. Parents, if you know how to drive a stick shift, teach your kids how to drive a stick shift. That way they can learn to drive if they decide to go ups. I guess now they've got automatics in those ups delivery trucks. You got some 18-wheeler tractors, it's automatic, but you still got some that got the standard transmission. But in those 18-wheelers, you know, you got to get your RPMs up, and you shift the gears, and, you know, vice versa, up or down. So, an automatic, I guess, works the same as a car or a pickup truck. Same thing, it downshifts itself. And it's upshift itself. I don't know. I've never been an 18-wheeler with an automatic transmission. I had a 67 white, no sleeper, no air seats, no air conditioning, 10 speed, maybe a 250 Cummins. Before you could start it, you had to reach down there, pull this knob out, I guess to take the compression off of it. But if I slept in it, you know, I had at least to Perkins Furniture. It's up there, I don't know what exit it is, on Indiana Interstate 64, I guess maybe the 231, I'm thinking. I could be wrong on the highway. You had a truck stop. I would turn there, you know, take that exit, come off the exit ramp, take a right, go so far down 231 at Perkins Furniture and pick up trailers. They made home furniture, wooden desk like the old schools used to have. Then they had another furniture place, which I believe was in Warsaw, Indiana. I think that maybe was on Highway 30, what I'm thinking. And the only thing bad about that highway, time you go through whatever, how many gears you got, the stoplight doesn't change. That's how quick they are in that part of Indiana. You could say it's west of me. So, and there you pick up office equipment. I went to a weigh station and they looked at it and said, how can furniture weigh that much? So they asked over the intercom, said, what you're hauling? I said, office equipment. Said, oh, that's how come it weighs that much. I said, sorry, sir. That was the first time I had it, but any other time it was no problem. But if I had to sleep in that 67 white, I carry a piece of small plywood that you could lay over the seats. So if I had to sleep, it was okay. If it was too hot, I got me a motel room, which that was a tax write-off because I couldn't sleep in my 67 white with no air conditioning. It got too hot and sweaty. But I like this one truck stop when I was going up towards New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey area. I pulled into Youngstown, Ohio, which they had, I think it was an 8 days in motel and truck stop there. And I always ran with this lady truck driver. Back then, there wasn't that many women truck drivers. There's another video, and she had her truck painted pink. I think her name was Brittany Richardson. You could see her videos. She started another outfit. Her brand is pink. She does roadside service. She has a CB radio, and I watched one of her videos the other night. This person had a flat tire, and she got on the CB radio telling all the truck drivers to move over in the fast lane or number 2 lane. But here's the bad part. Not all truck drivers have a CB radio. You trucking companies, you should allow that. Truck drivers don't get paid unless they're moving. If there's a wreck on the interstate, they're going to be sitting there 3 to 8 hours. Are they going to make any money? No. By having the CB radio in it, they would know about the traffic jam. They could take an exit and go around it. Buster Brown, back when I was driving the truck, was UPS. They all had CB radios. I'll tell you a little sad story. Prayers go out to this UPS driver who got killed. If he would have had a CB radio, he'd probably still been alive. He'll know about the traffic slowing down. You can't stop those 18-wheelers on a dime like you can a 4-wheeler. If the Buster Brown driver would have had a CB radio in it, shame on you, UPS, but not having CB radios in your 18-wheeler tractor. Shame on you. That should be part of the union contract. And he was following another UPS truck. He rear-ended that other UPS truck. It caught fire, so I would say some of those UPS trucks got LP fuel in it, like natural gas. That's probably the reason that he died. So the other Buster Brown drivers got out his fire extinguisher. It took the fire department a few minutes to get there, but he was what they call in California a black tag. But I blame UPS for not having CB radios in it. I blame some of those other trucking companies that there's wrecked between the 0 mile marker and the 50 mile marker. Past 50, I don't know unless I hear it on the CB radio. So, if they have CB radios, they know about the wrecks. They make money. You will make money. So your trucking company, you're responsible for your drivers. So when one gets killed, it's your fault. Because they didn't have a CB radio in their truck to know about the traffic jam. They ended up, bam, hitting them. So it's your fault, your trucking companies. If you're a truck driver, see about putting a CB radio in your 18-wheeler. And tell them why. It's one thing we learn about a traffic jam or a wreck. And your trucking companies don't make any money. The driver doesn't make any money. He or she got to make money for their family. You got a bunch of women truck drivers out there. You don't get reports over your cell phone. So, trucking companies, please put CB radios in there. If it was one of my loved ones that got killed because they didn't have a CB radio, wouldn't I turn around and sue you all for wrongful death? Yes, I would. So any of your families out there, your wife, girlfriend, husband, boyfriend drives an 18-wheeler, that's something to think. Does he or she have a CB radio in their 18-wheelers? Remember, I know Indiana, for every 10 miles an hour, you're one car length. Or one 18-wheeler at 10 miles an hour is one truck length. Remember, so if you're doing 70 miles an hour, that'd be 7 car lengths back. In an 18-wheeler, that means you'd be back 7 18-wheelers back. Sometimes that's not possible. Give them 18-wheelers, give them some space. They can't stop on a dime. You see these railroads, you see these trains, you think you can beat them. Them trains cannot stop on a dime. They hit you and they kill you 9 chances out of 10. So you be careful out there. It's snowing in southern Indiana with the county of Clark, say about the 19-mile marker. I'm about 16 to 19 miles north of Louisville, Kentucky on I-65. That put you in the Barb Park figure. If you like to watch truck driving videos, I like this one. It's called JBG Travelers. I had to think of it. Johnny B. Good, he drives, I think, for H or ADL or something like that. I'm sorry, Johnny, if I got the trucking company wrong. Sometimes he does live streaming if he's sitting in a truck stop. But he got cameras up where he's out there driving that 18-wheelers. He talk about truck driving sometimes. And people don't think 18-wheelers don't have dash cams. If you do something stupid and you cause a wreck, it'll be on their dash cams. People starting to realize to get dash cams. If you drive a car, pickup truck, or SUV, or cargo van, get you a dash cam. Get you a good one that records your GPS, which that also includes your speed limit. And they show the date and time and month and all this. I seen the video This guy, I guess, was maybe in a pickup truck. It showed he had the green light. He went through, bam, he hit either a sheriff's van or a marshal's van. I don't know. They was transporting people. Those cops blamed this other person. Lucky he had a dash cam. So they had to change their police report, pay for this person's vehicle. I'm thinking it was a guy. They had to pay his medical bills. That police officer, whoever it was, a marshal or a police officer in the van, he got in a little trouble for running a stoplight. Because, knock on wood, that people had a video cam. So people, if you can afford it, get you a dash cam. Try to get one that records front and back. They got a thing where you can plug into it and you put it in your back window. In case you get hit in the rear end, you can see that. And if you get in a wreck, if it's not your fault, it'll protect you because you got video stuff. You know, I had a dash cam, but now, since whoever that person was that donated with that dash cam, God bless you, I can record live. It'll show you wrecks and stuff like that. So if you're a live streamer, they can bring it up. I want, like the videos I watch, and a whole lot of people watch, they got thousands of people on their YouTube channels. They making plenty of money. But hit the bell. Hit it again, get all notifications. Hit the thumbs up. Share it. I need more subscribers. I think they said 50, unless I misread it wrong, before I start making anything from YouTube. And you can't donate to YouTube. So that's how come to make a donation, you make it to my name, Tom Cartwright, 4375 at Post Office Box number 1, Charlestown, Indiana, 47111 to make a donation. And I've told you about the computers. I'm not going to go into that. And to open up an account, you know, like a savings account, I think it's $100 or $200. You can specify to open up your checking account and use that for your escrow account to help you become a better live streamer or to buy a new laptop. People say, would you like to have a Mac laptop? Yes, I would. Because iPhone is like a Mac computer. So it gotta have a, because I run prison app on my laptop. But here's the catch that I'm having a problem with. It pops up HDR. I think it stands for high definition resolution. So I do not have a graphics card. I tried to run it on my laptop. It freezes. I got Twitch, I guess you call it, on it. You can run Facebook. They said, why don't you use Facebook? There's a whole lot of people. I said, I refuse to use Facebook. They violate the First Amendment rights. I believe the people who owns Facebook is Democrats. If you say something bad about a Democrat, they put you in Facebook jail. I had a friend that reposted something from a local TV news station. Guess what? They put him in Facebook jail for, I think, 48 hours. You know, that's what I like about Twitter, since that guy bought it. But they still might put you in Twitter jail, but they believe in First Amendment rights. So God bless you, Mr. Musk. I think that's his name. Thinker. But I wish somebody would buy Facebook and got the money to buy it and bring the First Amendment back. You got your news station that puts fake news. How you know it fake news? Look what they done to President Trump. My son and me went to Louisville, Kentucky over at the fairgrounds or Expo Center and saw Trump. We sat there. We watched the news media report on things that he never did say. So that, that's fake news. They still report. Back when I was growing up, you older people, it's 60 and above, I would say, when they reported news, they check it, double check it, triple check it before they would, put it on the news media. Now they don't even double check it. They go, bam, put it on there. I don't watch the news because my heart doctor, since I had 4 heart attacks, told me not to get upset. So I tried not to get upset over it. So I don't watch the local news. So if I get picked up for jury duty, which I fill the paperwork, one of the questions said, you read the paper or watch the news? I said, nope. My heart doctor told me that not to watch the news because it does upset me. If I read something in the paper, I don't get the local paper. Only thing I get the local weekly paper. There's really nothing in it that they put in the everyday newspaper, like the Even News in Jeffersonville, or the Louisville paper. I think they call that Courier Journal, I think. I'm not sure. I used to work for the Even News and the Charlestown Courier back when I was young, taking pictures of house fire, the Sportsdrome Speedway, which it's an oval and figure-8 track in Clarksville, Indiana. They run on Saturdays. I used to take pictures of that. So I came home one night, heard about a house fire. It's right there at High and Main Cross, right in that area back 70s, I would say probably 80s, 90s, somewhere in there like that. And the ambulance crew was Bob Stewart. He had EMT paramedics on him. I knew these guys that was on the ambulance crew. So I had permission to go around and take pictures of it. I got wet a few times, but I said, stop it. I'm here as a news reporter in the fire department with the ambulance crew. And if somebody was in there, they got killed. Well, lucky I knew a couple of county sheriff detectives back out there. And they knew so the cameras wouldn't work. So I had color and black and white. I had both of them. So here's the thing that happened to me. That detective, he's dead and gone. I wouldn't think he could get in trouble. He said, I know you work for the newspaper. I think the evening news didn't take colors, but I had developed the color pictures at the local store. And any pictures I have, I would call that detective up. I said, I got the color photos. I said, did you get the black and white ones from the newspaper? He said, yes, I did. He said, thank you. Because his camera wouldn't work or something. I don't know why, but I thought this dog, I thought it was a dog. Sorry for that woman's loss, or if the family is watching this. That shows where the fire began, this and that. And if I remember, I'm sorry if I got it wrong, but they thought she was at the bar. The bar that time was up on the city square. I think it was called the Horseshoe Bar and Grill. And when they found out, California people, the police call that black tag. But here in Indiana, we call it a 10-0. You cannot tell if it was a dog or a human. You know, I took those pictures. You can guess. I went outside. You know, that's not the first time I saw a person burn up in a house or a car. Back in 70 on Highway 62, right there by Charleston, by the old train depot. I had a classmate. She was driving her mom's car. I think it was a Dodge. It flipped. Her and another classmate I went to school with, he made it out. The other girl made it out. But the driver of the car, she burned up. It seemed like it took an hour for the fire department to get there. But it's only a few minutes for the fire. They had a shovel and a black bag to put her in after the coroner got there. I got sick. I threw up then too. But it's a bad sight. Lucky he didn't have a cell phone. That being I could show you the fire, but as far as the dead body, I couldn't show you because that would made you sick. And the family, they wouldn't want that, like that. But the car fire or something like that, But her mom worked for a newspaper, if I remember. I lost a classmate in 1972 that burned up in a car wreck. So, that's a few terrible things that I've saw. I saw during the war, when I was in there, I saw people getting killed. I saw kids getting killed by us or by the Viet Cong. Because the Viet Cong would put bombs on them. When they get close, they would set them off. Yes, we did kill some babies. But if you wasn't in the war, because those enemies would booby-trap their kids. People hate to kill kids. Sometimes in a war, you have to and you can't help it. They got to live with it. That's how come some soldiers come back with PTSD. It's hard on them. Anybody. I don't care if you're a private, sergeant, lieutenant, captain, colonel, or anything like that. You have to live with it. It can't be helped in a war. So I'll give you other donations, which I believe is a tax write-off, is Humanity for Habitat. They build homes for veterans. You got Wounded Warriors that help veterans. You got St. Jude's, which was started by Danny Thomas. If you ever remember those black and white TV shows, he helped children at St. Jude's that got cancer. But why are the children suffering from cancer? They just starting their lives. You got the Shriners. If you probably get those commercials on your TV of those kids that the Shriners helps out. Shriners is part of the Masons. It's another group of Masons. My dad was a Mason of Lodge 226 in Charlestown, Indiana. They do quite a bit of work for people out there that you don't know. But you see a Shriner, they are Masons. You see what they do for the children. So you could support them. That's a tax write-off if you want to do that. And the Wounded Warriors, you see what they do for the veterans. If I could hit the lotto, I find homes out in the country, 10 acres, 20 acres, build tiny homes. Out in the country, you would have septic tanks. I think in Clark County, you have to have an acre. I don't think it could be any smaller to put a septic tank. I think you have to have an acre. But that's a tiny house. So that's one bedroom, a bathroom, and a kitchen. So I guess would it still be classified as a tiny house if you put a basement in it? It'll give you maybe another bedroom. You fix it up where, I know some basements leak, so if you fix it up right, seal it up right, you can have another bedroom. But those basements, by code, you have to have windows in it where you can have an escape to get out at the top part of your house. So it'd be, still I believe it'd be called a tiny house. That is what I would like to do. I like to buy some property where you have runaways can go to feel safe, for the girls and the young kids. Also, Indiana State Police started out in their way station passing out information to the truck drivers on runaway girls or trafficking in girls. So I like to see all states, all 50 states, do that, because truck drivers sees a lot out there. So get your state to do stuff like that. Stop that human trafficking from going on. You know what to look for. You see live police shows that talks about it and how they act, and that's not race profiling. If you see a kid acting kind of strange, but I know kids not perfect. And another thing I would do, start a home for unwed mothers. If they don't want to keep them, put them up for adoption. Do I believe in abortion. Legally, no. But in case of incest, rape, or life of the mother, those three categories, when they brought abortion out, it was rape, incest, or life of the mother. But to me, you have to have a doctor's statement, hospital statement, if it's your life, because women goes out and get pregnant because they can't keep their legs shut. Sorry, women. I know there's some out there that goes out and make their money that way. If you get pregnant, put the baby up for adoption. There's families that can't have kids, so you helping them out. So please put your babies up for adoption if you don't want them. I'll tell you a story about my mom and dad. They adopted 3 kids. My brother, the a-hole, and me and my sister. God rest her soul. She's in heaven. Her religion was being a Buddhist. And my mom adopted her. My brother was a baby. I was adopted as a baby. My sister was a couple years old when she got adopted. But I'll tell you my story about my mother. So that's how come you hear me talk. I was a black market baby. My mother was 12 years old. Yes, I said 12 years old. She was raped by her stepdad. I met my stepdad. You know what I wanted to do, but you know, my mom and grandma said, yeah, he raped her. But my mom, my real mom, I'll call her Marion. She wasn't the age to legally sign any paperwork. That's how come I got 2 birth certificates under my adopted name and my birthright name. My mom was kind of full-blooded Cherokee. If you look at my grandma, she was full-blooded Cherokee. I don't know what part Cherokee I am. I know you go Ancestry.com and find out in your blood work what part of your blood is what. I know you have to have a certain percentage of a Cherokee Indian. I don't know what percentage is. I don't know if it's 5%, 10, 15, 20, you know. I could get more money for what I've been told, but if it's true or not, I don't know. But I consider it hearsay, but I've heard other people, they get money from their tribe. If no matter what Indian tribe you belong to. So if you got Indian blood and a percentage, what's the percentage of Indian blood that you need to classify to get some of that money, which I've been told I'm due it, but first I guess I have to get that DNA test for Ancestry, but I can't afford it. But if I could ever get the money, I'll probably have it done. That's one thing I like to do. I am part Cherokee. How much part Cherokee, I don't know. And on my real mom's side, I got 2 brothers and 2 sisters on my mom's side. On my dad's side, my real dad's side, God bless his so-and-so, you know what. He died a millionaire. He had daughters. Well, from what I heard from his side of the family, he molested them when they was young. But, you know, that's some of my life story. So for me to get on disability, I had a few mental problems because I was a drug addict, alcoholic, low IQ. You know, I had to take Zoloft, Paxil, and a few others, which I didn't like. I took some other medicine on top of it. But here's the funny thing Social Security done to me before I got on SSI and Social Security, since I had kids I was raising. They sent me to 20 psychiatrists. They all say the same thing about the alcohol syndrome, the drugs, and the low IQ, it's around 62, 63. I did have the paperwork. I don't know if I still got it since I moved and bought this house. But I guess you consider that in the moderate range. I'm slow on things. Some things I'm dumb in, some things I'm smart in. And people said, you shouldn't put yourself down. You know, this is my life story. So, there's probably other live streamers. If you like to listen to Scanner, go to YouTube, type in Bakerfield Scanner. I think they call it also KCS, Kern County Scanners, but you also type in Bakerfield Scanner. If you're from Bakerfield, you can watch it. If you used to live in Bakersfield, you can keep up on your hometown. And if you want to watch other YouTubers in Bakerfield that does live, is RD on the Scene. Since last night was Friday, you saw Kern County Crime Watcher. That's a family affair, which you have Roger, you had Aiden, you had his wife, which his wife is Roger's daughter. Sometimes you have Roger's baby, which she's around 19, 20 years old. They do live streams. And you have Bravo Street Media. You have A1 Media. White T-shirt Media, I believe, is a husband and wife team. Sorry if I got that wrong. They're not police officers. They obey the traffic laws of California. They bring you scenes of car wrecks, fires, high pursuits. They report it live. Sometimes the news media, I think they have to pay for them. Because your TV news station doesn't get there to record it. They're not out driving around like the streamers does. So go to their YouTube channel, hit the thumbs up, hit the notification bell twice. That means you subscribe to their channel and you get all the notifications. And another one I love to watch is JBG Traveler. He's a truck driver. Sometimes he does live streams, but maybe from a truck stop. I don't think he does a live stream while he's driving, but he does record and post it sometime during the day or night. And there's another one I watch. He's a live streamer. He got 2 or 3 channels. One is Crockers. Another one, Coffee with the Crockers. That's him and his fiance, who's a nurse. She was an ER nurse, but you know how it is when you're working in the ER, specializing taking care of children. You do get burned out, even if you're a male nurse. She took a little vacation. She works at another hospital. She's 30 days of training, I believe. So watch Coffee with the Crockers. And tell them Tom Cartwright 4375 told us to come there and, look you up and watch your YouTube videos. They appreciate it. So, there's another one that I watch. It's for public safety. I forget what his girlfriend goes by, but he talks about that. He goes for corruption of police officers and stuff like that. He done some for Clark County, Indiana on the ex-sheriff, Jamie Noe. You could type Jamie Noe into YouTube. You see where the news media, where he was arrested by the Indiana State Police. Remember, all people is innocent until proven guilty. But Clark County, I know here, you're guilty until you prove yourself innocent. So it don't work that way in all states. You're innocent until proven guilty. So there's some more YouTube. And another one I watched, Tractor Time with Tim. He lives, I guess, in northern part of Indiana, maybe up around Carmel, Indiana, or somewhere. He has a small tractor. He did have a 1025R. He did have a Kubota tractor. He does some work around the neighbors. He does work for the church I believe he belongs to. Sorry, Tim, if I got it wrong. It's him and his wife. Sometimes you see his daughter. I say she's probably a senior this year. Sorry, young lady, if I got it wrong. But I do watch Tractor Time with Tim. There's videos you can watch on, they call police pursuits. Some of them is in Arkansas. They either had one Friday or Saturday, I forget which it was. This cop pulled over this red Pontiac because they were passing on the emergency lane, so the cop pulled them over. And that trooper smelled marijuana in the car. At least the guy said he smoked marijuana back at the motel. So he handcuffed the male occupant of that red Pontiac. Kind of looks like a Firebird when it wrecked, but so he's starting to go through her purse for drugs. Well, she jumped in the car, went up, went down the expressway. They had a wreck up the road. And if you know anything about 18-wheelers, a straight truck that's a box truck with like a tractor, on the front of, She hit that in the rear end, tore the Pontiac in half. She's the one that she killed her boyfriend, but he was handcuffed in another trooper's car. Fire department showed up. There was diesel fuel leaking out of this straight truck. Fire department came there. I guess they had to call hazmat. I don't know how they plugged the hole up in those shield tanks. If you're a fireman on this YouTube, let me know, educate the people how they do it. I know they got buckets of stuff they put on the fuel spill, dry it up and put it in the bucket. I guess the hazmat, they dispose of it somewhere where you dump your hazmat stuff. So that's one thing I don't know. Can you educate us how you get rid of that stuff and how you plug the hole up in those diesel fuel trucks? And, let us know something about it. I think fire departments should take videos or still pictures of a house fire or maybe car wreck. The fire department close to me, I call it Henryville Fire Department, but I think the legal name is Moreau Township. They do take pictures. They let the people of the Henryville area or the Moreau Township people know how hard they work and this and that. They show car wrecks. They don't show any black tags or 10-0 with the yellow blanket on them. They don't show that because respect for the family. So I got a few friends on the Henryville Fire Department. The guy, you saw a video right there at the State Highway 160 there in Henryville, Furnish. I think he's assistant fire chief. He has tow trucks. He's a real nice guy. If you around I-65 area and you need a tow truck, you can call Furnish Towing. They're not a subscriber. If you got tow insurance, you can call your insurance. You got the your tow insurance phone number. You can call them. If you're around Henryville area, which is about the 19-mile marker, you can tell your insurance, if you got tow insurance, can you call Furnish? There's a local tow service for this area. They can get here, but I know this one tow truck driver, he lives in Charlestown, so it'll probably be 15 minutes before they can get there. There's another tow truck service that covers Clark County and Scott County. It's owned by Midnight Towing. You can look him up if you're in this area. He started it. The guy started, but his wife runs it due to medical reasons. He got new road back. They're black. It has Midnight Towing on it. He has, I guess, a LCD or whatever lights on it. But if you need a tow, you call them. But I tell you, in Clark County, if the police towed you in, it's going to be a flat $150 flat fee. Plus, I don't know what they charge for storage. It used to be $35. It could be more. If they store it inside, that's going to cost you more. So, You know, that's some. So if you got tow insurance, instead of having the police call, you can call your tow service and tell them you're involved in the wreck. You need a tow truck ASAP. That way it saves you a little money. But here in Clark County, I don't know what it is in other states. It's going to be a flat 150 plus so much a day. So what does a day classify? I say 24 hours. When does it start? I say from the time they pick it up. So if they pick it up at 1 o'clock in the morning, so the next day at 1 o'clock in the morning, there's your 24 hours. So if it's you're in this area, and I think in Scott County you got a few, you got Gooden Service, which I believe that's the sheriff of Scott County, brother or family member. So that's if you're in the Scott County area, but they got a couple of more, but I can't remember the names of them. So you be careful if it's snowing. If you don't need to get out at night, the sun's not out. If it's 30 degrees, I don't care if you put salt on it. It's not going to melt. It's going to refreeze and be ice. If you don't have to get out, please stay at home. You know, my son asked me through the chat or email to me, if it's snow, will you do any live stream? I said, that's during the day and the road's real clear, maybe. I'm not going to go out there and hurt myself or hurt someone else. You know, I give it time for NDOT to clean the roads off. As far as taking county roads when it snows, nope, I won't take them. Because around here, I don't know how they do county roads in your area. They put sand and cinders down, where they get all these electric companies. But I don't know how they do it in your state. Let me know how they do the snow stuff in your state. I like to know that. So just be careful when you out there driving. Keep the eyes going around, you know. Kind of rotate your eyes and look out, you know, the sides. Another thing I've learned from past experience, you sit there at a stoplight. Say they're going to turn either left or right. You go out and you make a turn. Bam, you get head on because they decide to go straight. By you having a dash cam, you prove that they have the turn signal on, but I'm not a police officer. So I'm not a lawyer, so I can't tell you what the law is. So people, please get you a dash cam that records your GPS, the month, date, and time. That way you have a record of it. You might want to make sure you get that type of dash cam with GPS, the month, day, and year it was. They got some that you got probably 12 or 15 feet of wire that you can run to your back window in case you get hit in the rear end. You have that video evidence. But here's the bad part about a dash cam. If you're involved in a wreck and it's your fault, it can hang you. But if you're in the right, you got a green light, you go through it and you get hit, The other person said he or she I have the green light. You got the proof.
You need to have somebody make a round through
Everybody,
down the 4-lane.
18-wheelers, 4-wheelers, put your CB radio in it. Because what happened with a cell tower goes down, or you're in a dead zone. There is dead zones. If they would have the old-type cell phones, where it was lower in frequency, you might not have dead zones. You all remember those? I think they was in the frequency of 152, I think. But now they're up in the gigahertz. 1, 2, 3 gigahertz. I think maybe since they got 5G, maybe that's the 5 gigahertz. I tell you something about that by being a ham radio operator. That's a line of sight. If there's hills or trees that got tree leaves on, your cell signal gonna go kaplunk. That's how come you see so many cell towers along the expressway. It's a line of sight. And you see like RD on the scene, when he gets out there, some old places, it's rebuffing, you know, he's losing some of that signal. So, you know, put some CB radios in. Truck drivers, put you some CB radios. Tell your company you need it to save your life and make them money I know your truck drivers, or me being an ex-truck driver, you don't make money if you're in a parking lot for anywhere from 30 minutes to 8 hours. 8 hours mean that the state police there is doing a reconstruction of the accident. So, trucking companies think of putting CB radios in those, if you allow it. They can keep the volume turned down. Also, make sure all trucks has dash cam to the front. Don't show the driver. I kind of don't like showing the driver. It'll show out in front of it. You can fix it up, or maybe you can put it on your mirror where cars come up to you and cause you to hit. That'll say your company insurance has changed to save the owner-operator some money, but remember, people, your truck driver got dash cam. Don't do a brake check, because they got you. I've seen cops that, thanks to truck drivers that had that dash cam, the people done the brake check, they got in trouble. What? What, Margaret? I know it's snowing outside. I know it's cold outside. You want to get underneath the blanket? Come on. You can get underneath the blanket. Yeah, you can get underneath the blanket like Mama Tina used to. I miss Mama Tina. She was a full-blooded Siamese cat. I'd be in bed at night. She either tap me on her shoulder or take her head and butt me. I turn around and look. I raised the blanket up, and she would go underneath the blanket. You heard me talk about socks. The #1 tomcat who been fixed. Sometimes he'd get underneath there. But he was born underneath the blanket. I tell you about Mama Tina. Every time she had her babies, she's always got underneath the blanket. You see this blue blanket here? That's Sock's baby blanket. So, I've been doing this live stream without my phone plugged in. So I gotta plug it in. So if I can hit the hole. So I got it plugged in. I thought it was plugged in. I thought there was something funny.
Go ahead. Hey, when you come this way,
You know,
you're getting easy.
Mama Tina was a good mama.
Knock it back all the way to the roundabout.
She took care of her own babies. She taught them how to be a good daddy, a good mama. When I lived in Charlestown, there was this calico cat. And this family had a mean little boy. Mistreated the cat. I called her Kelly. She's always coming over to my house to eat. Well, they moved someplace else. I looked out, there was Kelly. So I made her a house cat. In the bathroom, I had a kitchen sink and had drawers in it. Always left the drawers open a little bit. She'd have her babies in there. When she'd leave, Mama and Tina go in there and take care of them babies like they're his own. Mama comes back, and Mama Kelly would look at me and say, Daddy, can you help me? I said, come on, Mama Tina, come out. She would come out. I said, they're not your baby, but you're a good mama. You know, if Mama Kelly needs a break, Mama Tina will step in. You know how it is if you got pets. So, you know, I love I guess you can call me Cat Man. So I love cats. Do I have too many cats? Yes, I do. I told you what to donate, but it's up to you. I told you how to donate with money orders. I've told you what I like to have where I could do a better live stream on my computer. I told you I don't know anything about computer. The only thing it says, HDR don't support this, so I guess it's high definition. So if you know anything about computers, you know what I'm talking about. I sure don't. I'm 70 plus, so this is Saturday morning. Well, I can't see what time it is, but it's probably 4 o'clock in the morning, I would guess. I guess UTC time, it's probably 1900 hours. For some reason, that SDS 200 scanner, I guess it does UTC time for the whole United States. But I thought I'd just have it on local time, but it's set up for UTC time, so. Or maybe I'll change something in it when I update. I usually update it about every 6 months. And people who knows about scanner antennas. Or maybe you belong to Bearcat Warehouse or Channel Master. Okay, I live out in the country. I'm about 19 miles north of Little Kentucky, say 65. I could not pick up LMPV, Louisville Metro in Louisville, from home. But I can tell you, I could drive down about the 4-mile marker of I-65. I can pick it up. So how can I fix it? What kind of ground plane? Or can I get a mobile antenna? Well, nothing metal up there. I wouldn't think it'd stick to my gutter, so that means I have to put some kind of piece of metal up there at the very top of it. I know you ain't got that much wire for those mobile antennas, maybe 15, 18 feet. If I put it on top of my old fireplace stack, which I think that's metal, I would do it. Then I would have to get a barrel connector and other coax. So that's a one question. I know they make it, but I think they make it for handhelds. Do they make a preamp for a bass type model that I can use? You know, that's a question, if you know anything like that. So Margaret's going crazy. I guess she's telling me, turn the light off, Daddy. Turn the TV off and go to sleep. You need your rest. I guess my sensor should be here tomorrow, because Freestyle Libra 2 people said it'd be there overnight. But the text I got from FedEx said it'd be here Monday, but Monday's Martin Luther King's birthday. I don't think they work on holidays. It's supposed to be here tomorrow because they shipped it overnight. But you know FedEx, I guess they was cheaper than UPS, because I know it'll be here tomorrow. I know if the FedEx truck would be delivered here. I don't know if they deliver it to the local post office. I don't know. So the only thing it tell me, it's on its way from Indianapolis, which Indianapolis about 75 miles away, so it depends when they pick it up and stuff like that. So I don't know. I have to wait till I wake up. What, Margaret? So please hit the subscribe bell. Hit it twice, that way you get all notifications. So I hit mine twice when I go to somebody else's YouTube, where I get all notifications. So hit the thumbs up. Please tell your people about this channel. Let them subscribe, because I don't make any money. I can't do like them live streamers out there driving around. They get donations. They make money off of YouTube, or YouTube make money off of them. I don't know, but I cannot afford to go out during the day to drive around and show you stuff that happened at Scottsburg or Clarksville or Jeff. I will bring you live videos when I'm in that area. So that's one thing to do, you know. I told you about gas cards. I got Marathon, Sunoco, Shell, Casey's, and Marathon. I think Walmart in Scottsburg, I think that's a Murphy's, I think. And if you got a PetSmart, you can look up what a big bag of cat food is. You can send gift cards for that. Like a Walmart card. You know, cat food, stuff like that. people ask me, can you use one of those cat towers? But I don't think you can ship it in the mail, so I don't know if PetSmart or Walmart got anything like that. And people heard me say, you got tomcats living in the living room, you got your female and socks in the bedroom. Could you use a post like that? Got a little house? Probably. But if God wants me to have it, God will get it to me somehow, either through you or bottle or something. If you want me to live stream more on my laptop, where I need what they call a gaming computer, got HDR and plenty of memory. I don't know what the memory comes on them anymore. I don't know if they have hard drives. I know you can buy 1T and that'll plug into your laptop. I guess you have to plug the 1T in where it'll have power. I guess I can transfer a bunch of stuff over to that 1T. Like I say, I don't know nothing about computers. And if I go to Best Buy, like I said, they're a salesperson. They're not going to make any money unless they sell you something. How do I know what kind of HDR graphics card they got? I don't know nothing about computers. My son knows a little bit, but he got the same type of computer as mine, but he doesn't do live streaming on YouTube. He plays a few games. Like I play solitaire on mine. I play solitaire on my iPhone. I play this one game with the birds that got tree limbs. Another questions, I haven't really tried since I just got that mount Friday morning, or lunchtime when I went to Charlestown to do live stream. I've seen some that can really bring the picture closer. You know what it's called? I know it's a cell phone attachment. You can put it on your cell phone. Then when you bring, you can bring your picture up really, really close. I don't know what it's called. I look for it. I call it camera adapter or something like that. It comes over with tripods, this and that. Like I said, I don't know what it's called. I don't know if you can go to Best Buy. I don't know if they know what I was talking about. I seen videos and stuff where it was advertised. You can put it onto your cell phone, Android or iPhone. And it could bring your picture a whole lot closer than what it does on your regular cell phone. So if you know what it's called, about how much, but I'm just starting to do live videos in my car. I kind of rigged something up, but I could never read the comments. But since I got that dash mount, God bless you whoever sent it, because it was sent through Amazon. So it don't tell you anything, because it was done anonymously. God bless you. You can have, I guess Amazon put a note in there as a gift, but, I don't care if you want to do stuff like it. When you send gift cards, before you put it in the envelope, wrap it like a letter paper around it. That way they can't see the numbers or anything like that and steal it. So that's a good safety thing. Please help me get 50 subscribers. I know you all get PO at me. I'm a new YouTuber. I don't make any money off of YouTube. I'm being honest. I guess you can find out how many subscribers you got to have, but like in my comment, I said, buy Pepsi Zero. Why are you putting it on there if you're not getting paid? I figure somebody who works at a Pepsi place or maybe tell their boss or their CEO, Margaret, leave my fly trap alone. You know, they'd do it. And Pepsi can get in touch with me at my post office box. You gotta have a phone number where I can verify it. That's the corporate office. I push Pepsi Zero because I got diabetes. I'm trying to educate people who has diabetes. If they don't like Pepsi, you got other soft drinks out there that does have sugar-free. So I'm letting you know, Pepsi people, if you want to do something, you can do it. But usually on the 1st, I go to Walmart in Scottsburg, usually buy me 2 or 3 24 packs of Pepsis. I tell you, I used to go through 100 or maybe 125 regular Pepsi. But my sugar doctor I go to in Scottsburg, my A1C was too high at the time. You know, I sent you things on Twitter, so I can't find Pepsi at these stores or the JC stores / Kroger's. You know, that happens. When I went to the Walmart in Scottsburg, Indiana on the 1st, you know, I said, what the blankety blank, where's the Pepsi Zero? They did not have none in cans. They didn't have any 2-liter. All they had was a 16-ounce bottle. I got the last 12. Somebody's not doing their job on Pepsi's at Walmart. I don't know how Walmart does it. I don't know if you have a salesman comes in, you know. They was out, and I got the last 12-pack. I was 2 6-pack, which is 12. I got them. I still got 2 24-packs in my trunk. That's my ice box during the winter. I got a 12-pack in the ice box. And if I had a bottle, then I could show you the bottle. But I put my Pepsi Zero in this cup here with ice. It stays cold almost all night, 'cause sometimes I wake up to the night and my voice is kind of dry, so I drink some Pepsi. And I'm not lying to you. God does not want me to lie. And besides that, if I lie, my dad and mama come back from heaven and get me. You know how that is. But people, if you got diabetes, be careful. Now, mother and daughter's playing. Don't use your toenails when you jump on my leg. You think I'm being abused by somebody. But my cat goes up there, they jump. Sometimes they land on my leg. You know what happens? When cats go to land, their claws come out. Now it's Mama and Alex, mother and daughter.
How big that trail is.
Because Margaret, when I found her, she didn't have any brothers or sisters to play with. She does play with her babies. Alex got a baby. That's Alexi. She's a kind of tiger cat. Sometimes they play, but if Alexi get close to her, Alex will hiss at her like, leave me alone. I know animals are just like us. We have bad days, they got bad days. Ouch! Oh! What you all trying to do? Kill? Okay, I get off. That's my legs you're jumping on with your claws. So God bless you. I've told you how to donate. I'm sorry for asking you. You know, I can't do any live stream in my car unless I got gas money. That's how come I told you about some of the gas stations. I don't know if Sunoco, Marathon, or Shell got gas cards. I don't go inside that much. So I'm just letting you know, any gift card, I'm telling you what you could do. You write like a letter. Put your card inside a letter. That way nobody sees the numbers on the front or the back of it. That way I can use it, because some people see that and it's no good. So I'm letting you know in case you mail any gift card out to your family members. Like if you send a money order, do the same thing. I know you put it in an envelope, but get like a letter paper, like you write the letter on. Put that inside and close it up and put it in it. That way nobody can see who it come from, stuff like that. But I don't know what the postal limit is on a money order. I don't know if it's $300 or $500. Because if you work at a bank, you know how much you have to have before you open an account. That could be my escrow account. You can put in a letter with it and say, this is be help on a computer, unless you want to buy it straight up. I know people ain't got money. That's okay. It'd be up to God. But I said, something told me start live streaming. You hear those YouTubers, they're making money, it'll help out. But right now, since I need 50 subscribers. The more subscribers I have over 50, the more you can donate through YouTube or like that. So I'm sorry for doing this way, because I don't know what else to do. So that one person's still on there. They must get an education or something, but so God bless you, who that one person is that's watching. So I don't know how to let you know when I start live streaming. Because I don't know, other people notify you when you go live stream. I ain't figured out how to do it yet. I do put it on TikTok, but TikTok is not part of Prism.
I get back to you and I'll get my
They
truck
got
and
Twitch,
I'll run out there and spread it.
YouTube, and Facebook. As I've told you, I would never go down Facebook on my computer or my cell phone because they violate First Amendment. But you all seen the video when I was on my laptop trying to live stream YouTube and Twitch. So, if that tells you how bad my computer is, or if you know anything about Best Buy Computer Geek, like I said, I don't know anything about computers. Can I take my HP laptop in? Can they put a new HDR graphics card? They're there to make money because they probably like, yeah, we can do it for so amount. I don't have the money to do it. I had one person say, would you like to have a Mac computer? I said, I heard good things about it because you don't get that many hackers, virus, but Windows you get quite a bit. Yes, I take a Mac computer. I know they cost more. And you gotta have a good HDR graphics card.
You been up north on 421 lately?
I guess the best one where you can really live stream. As far as playing games, I see one of them, they're driving an 18-wheeler. And another one, they driving police cars chasing people. I'm not into that kind of gaming. I'm in like playing solitaire, stuff like that. Are those bigger things? No, because I know you got to have more memory and different,
254, 1042.
Graphics card or HDR card. I know that. That's one I've learned on my laptop. I'm trying to use Prism on my laptop. I don't have the good HDR card. I seen Best Buy has a gaming computer, $300, but how do I know what kind of graphic card to look for? I don't know, but you all can let me know. I've been on here for 2 hours and 20 minutes. One person there did have two, but nobody made contact in the comments. But that's okay. And another one I forgot to mention is A1 Media there in Bakersfield. One thing, I love his videos, but the other night, maybe it was Thursday night,
Good job, Jay.
he had music played in the background. I know people get on you because you don't own the rights to that music. I try when I'm in the automobile, like between 12 and 3 o'clock, I listen to the Buck and Clay show. That used to be Rush Limbaugh's show. But would it be illegal for me to rebroadcast it on YouTube? Unless, may I say, this being brought to you by Buck and Clay show. I guess I can do that and say I don't get paid for it, but like I said, it could be a catch-22. Can I get in trouble for it? So I guess I can go on Twitter and ask him, tell him I do live streaming sometimes when I'm in the car, listen to you and Clay. Would that be illegal if I rebroadcast it, and if I say compliments or something from Buck and Clay, I would have to ask him because I don't know what the legal part of it is. Cause I love to listen to it when I'm out in the car between 12 and 3 in the afternoon. If you got a radio station that plays Buck and Clay, listen to them. If you ever listen to Rush Limbaugh, you know what they're talking about. One's a lawyer, one's a retired CIA agent. I get a kick out of watching them, but I'm not out in my car that much. But like I say, I live on a budget. If I don't have to get out, the only days I'm out in the week is Wednesday, when I go to a dollar store at Leota on 356 to get their local newspaper. That way I get one for my neighbor and I get one for me. Because you sitting here bored, there's things, I took my trash out, but dummy me, I should have set it on fire, but you can't do it when it's raining. Now it snowed a little, but it rained all day, then now it snowed. I don't know if it's still snowing or not. It don't look like NDOT is busy, the State Highway Department. So I don't know if it's still snowing until I could check my cameras, but I got my TV off, so I would have to get up, turn my light off. Like that, I can check. But why them idiots have to sleep on my belly or my lap? They know I get up. That's socks. Hey, socks. Come over here and go night-night, please. You know I'm going to have to get up and turn that light off, and you have to move. But Sock's a pretty good boy for being, I guess, 12 years old. He snuck out a few times, but he came right back in when he seen the other cat. So he's not an outside cat. He was born in the house. He's a pretty good teacher. But he don't sit up in that window that much. If it was a bay window, he would sit up there more, but I'll show you my other window. It's facing towards the north. Who put a big window in a bedroom? It should have been a bay window. That way you can put stuff on there, or you can put flowers out there. Some Venus flytraps. I don't think Walmart carries any Venus flytraps this time of year. The next time I'm at Walmart, I go back there and ask them. I know Sam's don't carry anything like that, so that'd be a waste of time. Home Depot or Lowe's, I don't know if they carry Venus flytraps or not. So, for some reason, 2023 and part of 2024, everybody I've talked to, I have not seen that many flies. You can put one or two fly traps, one in the kitchen or bedroom, that's all. I got 4 in here, and it's time to change them. I've talked to other people that lives up close to me in the country. they got flies like crazy, and they can't understand why. They buy those fly traps. I mentioned to them, can you buy those electric traps, fly traps for indoor and outdoor catching mosquitoes and flies? They said, thank you. And I've seen one, and they said, thanks, Tom. That works better than the fly traps. They cut their flies down to about 95%. So maybe I have to buy something like that, but I wait until I get my insurance money. I gotta save enough up to have my septic tank, because I've been here maybe 5, 6, 7 years. It's probably time to have it pumped out. Remember, people, if you're buying a house out in the country, you got septic tank, ask them to show you proof when the last time that septic tank was pumped out. I've been dropping that Rid-X in it. You know, when I first moved in, I dumped 2 boxes for about 3 months, because I don't know the last time it was pumped. I don't know if it ever had Rid-X in it. But I know it's probably time, because they said 10 years. Said some can go 20 years. You know, you don't put your TP in it. Women don't put their stuff in it. Men doesn't put their raincoats in it. Ain't that funny? You know, you put everything in a garbage can. You don't flush it down the toilet, because it could, you know, clog everything up. I don't know if those septic tank people can pour out raincoat or the women products. I don't think there's no baby wipes, because I know one that goes to the sewer. So please hit the thumbs up, hit the notification bell, share it with your friends. If you know anyone thinking about coming, first-time home buyers, I got a few videos, but you're welcome to contact me through, I guess, email or however you do it, through YouTube if I missed something. But this is what I went through by using USDA. And USDA is based on your income. I'm telling you what I went through to buy this house. So it could have changed. I don't know. You got HUD, you got VA, you got, what is it, FHA, and your bank. But USDA is based on your income. What does count as income? Ladies, I know there's a few men that gets it, but I'm going to talk at your ladies. If you get child support, that counts as income. If you get food stamps, that counts as income. If you live in a state where it's alimony, that counts as income. And also a good credit report. You might need to go to your water and sewage place. If you live in the city, get a copy for a year to show you paid it on time. Same as your gas bill. If you can get it from your gas company, that shows you paid every month, wasn't late. You know, I guess cell phones, I don't know if they would do it or not. That I don't know. So, and if you're renting, I know landlords are supposed to report your credit to your credit bureau. If they do it or not, You have to check your state and find out if they do. But I know here in Indiana, they're supposed to report your rent to the credit bureau. Some might not. I don't know. That's one thing that help you. As far as credit cards, pay it off and cut them up. And what you could use for a credit card is what you call a debit card if you got a checking account. That could be your credit card. Do not apply for a credit card when you're doing a home loan, because they do a hard thing on you. That knocks your credit score down. Make sure you got your doctors and hospital bills paid off. They would want to know if you filed for bankruptcy, has it been over, so, stuff like that. You know how the government works. And if you got a good real estate agent, he'll tell you about the title insurance. First-time home buyers, ask your real estate agent. I think you pay for it, but one time, it's a lifetime. Even if you sell the house and find out the property lines are screwed up, you don't have to pay for the lawyer, so you might want to look at that. And when I talked to that lady at Vision Works, I said, she bought the house, I think she used a FHA or what, Farmer's Home Loan or something. Did your real estate agent tell you about title insurance? And we got that, got homeowners insurance. I told her, I said, well, let me explain something about homeowners insurance that happened to me. I pay so much a month. My hot water heater tank stopped working. So they sent a technician out. That was $75. I had to pay right there and then. Does that sound like home warranty covers that? No. So read your contract. And we went around and around. It's home warranty something. I know it's home something. They were sued in Arkansas. You people in Arkansas, you know what company I was talking about. They came back and said, well, you have to pay $300 and some odd. You can hear when I told them I'm on the phone, but I can't say it here because it's not PT. You can say it's rated XXX. I cancel it. I told her, I said, read it. I said, read it real good. I told her, she said, did that really happen to you? I said, yeah. I said, I'm being honest. Because by being honest, God will reward you. So I taught her something she didn't know about the home warranty. I don't know who she is. That's the same thing with the car warranty. Read the details. Ask questions. You might get the same shaft I did with the home warranty. Do I want a home warranty sponsor? No. Because they lied to you. When they were going to charge me $300 and some odd, I went through my electric company. I made payments on it. They said, oh, we can make payments. I said, you lied to me from day one. It says in the paperwork I wouldn't get charged for a replacement. The only thing I had to pay for is the tech. I paid for the tech, but they want me to pay $300. I wanted all my money back. They only gave me 1 month back. I should have sued them, but okay, God bless you. Good night. Sweet dreams. Remember what it says in John 3:16. That was my... So don't you have any more? I said, that's the one that stick in my mind since I was little. There's some things I can't remember. Just like when I was at Paris Island in 1970. I can only remember one sergeant. He was an African American. I say he's probably dead now. His name was Sergeant Kaywood. He was at Paris Island in 1970. And he always had this song. It's time to go to bed. We lay in bed at attention. We sing this song. You know, he was a drill sergeant. He could be an a-hole sometimes, but he can be nice sometimes. Then the next night, we had a white sergeant. You can guess what? This was the 70s. We start singing this song. He said, don't sing that blanky blank thing, you know. He was a racist drill sergeant. But karma probably got him for being a racist white guy. I'll tell you something about where I went to school at in Charlestown. Like some places, like over in Louisville, the blacks have their own bathroom. They have their own water fountain. At Charleston High School in Charlestown, Indiana, we all use the same bathroom. When we took PE, you know, physical ed, we had the same showers. In the lunchroom, we all sit together. That's how I raised not to be racist. Because remember, God created the heavens and the earth. He treated all people equal. If all people had a DNA done, blacks, white, purple, green, whatever, you're going to find out we all kin each other. We got the same blood. I can have some black in me. I can have some Mexican in me. I can have, I know I got Cherokee Indian in me, because how much Cherokee, I don't know, so. Good night. You hit almost on here 3 hours. Only one person in there, but I guess they want to listen to what I say. So God bless you, whoever you are. God be with you. John 3:16. I'm going to have to get me a Bible. I can look up some old other things. You know, about the 10 Commandments. I kind of like the 10 Commandments, but I don't have my Bible that I got when I was baptized. I got one and I got married to my number 2 wife. Well, when my brother kicked me out of the house, guess what? I didn't get neither of those Bibles. I had a family Bible when you get married, I guess from the church. If you had any children, your mother, your father, so, you know, aunts and uncles, you know, you had that. I didn't get that. But karma would come back and bite him. So one day when I get gas, I drive up by the house. His modulated home is 2 trailers and this and that. So the state highway's still out here, part of Clark County, Scott County, Jefferson County, Floyd County. But when the temperature is down below 30, you know, it's still going to be slick, especially overpasses. So be careful. If you don't have to get out, stay at home. But there is black ice. It looks like blacktop. You won't know it until you hit it. So reduce your speed. Even if you're on the interstate, I know it's 70. If you have to, snow, 35. Turn your four-way flashers off. People respect it. They might honk your horn. So that's something to think about. So I want to say thank you. Please donate. I like to live stream more in my car. Try to bring you up. I'll show you a little bit about Charlestown. The dollar store in Henryville. Show you the post office and the Circle K in Charlestown. But should I carry my scanner? But I got $1,000 in it. I guess I can carry a blanket in my car and cover it up and turn it off. So just remember what John 3:16 said, for God so loved the world.
In the next 30, 45 minutes,
God loves you. He loves his children.
Yeah.
I know some ladies that get mad out there. Lady, you killing God's children.
Repeat that, you cut out.
Please, if you get pregnant, give it up for adoption, because there's family that love to have your baby.
Yeah, send forward. Do what you need to do first.
And I had an old girlfriend years ago. We had good times. She got pregnant, not by me. She had an abortion. She knew I was against it. She met this nice guy. She couldn't get pregnant. Well, that maybe, like I say, I'm not a doctor. But she said something, this been over 30 years ago. She couldn't have babies because she had an abortion. I don't know if the doctor screwed up or what, but, I've seen her a few times after that. She told me that. I said, I'm sorry you can't get pregnant, but I always heard these wise tales from these old people that sometimes if you have an abortion, that the doctor, whoever does it, screws it up where you can't have any more kids. How do you know what the doctor told me? I said, I listen to people, even some of the old timers. So, ladies, instead of having an abortion, give it up for adoption. If it's rape, I can understand abortion there. Incest by a family member, I can see that. But if it's incest, put the SOB in jail, because that's it. I believe it's illegal in all 50 states. But you still can give the kid up for adoption. Because there's people out there that can't have kids. Can you think about them? Thanks to my adopted mother, I probably wouldn't be here today. I told you a story about my real mother. But his ass should have been in jail. Excuse my French. He denied it, but my grandmother and my mom both said he's a liar. He had a daughter on his side of the family that he molested. He was a sick person. But it's not up to me to judge. God will send him down where the fire is. That should be his judgment day. God is the judge. I know it's not right, but you believe in God, all you do is pray to God, and God will take care of the problem. That's what I believe. I know a few people have been charged. I know one that was going through a divorce. The spouse had a lawyer, and, he went through all kinds of hell because she lied. But it does happen. You know what I like to do, but you can guess it. If I did that, where would my butt be? I'd be in jail for murder. So I leave it up to God. God to take care of people like that. So good night. See you later. Have sweet dreams.